Hello everyone, and welcome to the 12th episode of the Media Magpie Podcast. Don't mind me, I'm just introducing the episode in different ways. They're kind of similar, but kind of different, but don't mind me. Anyway, the topic that I'm going to be talking about in the episode, if you didn't already know, if you didn't read the title, is APT by Rose and Bruno Mars. So this is a song that it came out last year, I think it was roughly the end of last year, and if you live in Australia, you would probably know this song because it's been on the radio like a lot. It's probably one of the top songs on the radio that plays repeat. I didn't actually first listen to it when I heard it on the radio. I got a lot of stuff on my socials feeds about it and about the making of the song, and then I just heard it and I was just like, man, I'm into it. I can see why people are loving this song so much. But before we sort of get into what the song's about, let's get into the artist behind the song. So the artist whose song this is, that it debuted on a single album, is Rose, but her name's Roseanne Park. She was born 11th of Feb 1997, and she's obviously known as Rose. She's a New Zealand and South Korean singer. She was born in Auckland, New Zealand, and raised in Melbourne, Australia. Yeah, go the Aussies. Rose then moved to South Korea and signed a label with YG Entertainment following a successful audition in Sydney in 2012, and trained for 4 years before debuting as a member of the South Korean group Blackpink in August 2016. Now, I've never heard any of Rose's music. I didn't even know Blackpink was a thing. I didn't even know them. But this is interesting. This is new stuff that I had to learn while researching this. And it's very cool. And in March 2021, Rose released her debut single album R, which sold 448,089 copies in its first week. Man, in its first week, it sold that many copies. That's insane. The highest figure by a Korean female soloist. Its lead single, On the Ground, made her the first artist to top the Billboard Global 200 as a soloist and as a part of a group. The first Korean female soloist to enter the UK singles charts, and the Korean solo artist with the most viewed music video in the first 24 hours on YouTube. So she's a big deal, and that's just 2021. Now with this song, there's a lot more stuff, like a lot of accolades and chart stuff that we're going to get into later. But that's Rose for you. That's who she is. So man, that's just already exciting enough just to hear from her how she is an artist. Now let's get into the other artist who is also on this song, Bruno Mars. And I actually didn't know this was his name, but Bruno Mars' name is Pete Jean Hernandez, which he was born October 8th, 1985. But, of course, everyone knows him as Bruno Mars. He is an American singer-songwriter, musician, and record producer. He is known for his stage performances, retro showmanship, and for singing in a wide range of musical styles, including pop, R&B, funk, soul, reggae, and rock. So this guy, I'm sure a lot of you people who are listening have heard of Bruno Mars, but if you haven't, this guy doesn't just stick to one genre. He explores, he opens, he adapts, he sort of explores different genres. And I remember, I used to listen to him a lot when I was younger, and oh my God, I would still say, if anything, I can go back to Bruno Mars and still listen to his music. And after listening to his song, I did even go back and listen to some of classic Bruno Mars that I like, which, one of the albums that I liked of Bruno Mars was Do Whippies and Hooligans, which again, probably one of the albums that people know a lot of. So as it's got, and it's even mentioned here, it's got Just the Way You Are and Grenade and Lazy Song, which were the the number one singles on that album. And what else can I say about Bruno Mars? His second album, Unorthodox Jukebox, explored various genres and spawned the two US number one singles, Locked Out of Heaven and When I Was Your Man, which also great songs. So Bruno Mars, he's made bangers after bangers after bangers. Honestly, I don't think I've heard a Bruno Mars song that's like shit. Realistically, there might be songs that are but I don't think I've heard a shit Bruno Mars song. Anyway, let's get into the topic on hand, which is APT. So APT with Bruno Mars, it's sort of a unique blend because Rose, she's a Korean singer-songwriter. There's a lot of Korean culture behind it, even in the name of the song, APT. There's a reason behind the name of it, which I'll get into. But the blend of the song is sort of a Western pop, R&B, and Korean culture, as I said, in the song, which is a very interesting blend. And I don't think I've heard any songs with that sort of type of blend before. Maybe there's some out there that I don't know of, but I haven't. And to get into why the naming of the song is called APT, because it's actually, it means apartment in Korean. And it's pronounced APT. And basically, it's actually a reference to a drinking game called Apartment. And that's sort of how the song sort of began. So, because she got inspiration from the drinking game, and then they sort of made a song about it. Now in the studio, Rose, I did my research, and Rose said she had a little story that she was teaching her American colleagues the game, APT. And they sort of were enjoying it, they were loving it. And then she sort of made it a joke, saying with them, like, hey, maybe we should make this into a song. Like, this would be a funny thing to make it into a song. And then they did make it into a song. And she was very skeptical at the time when they were sort of making the song. She was like, hold on, I'm making a song about a drinking game. Is this really going to be a song that I'm making? Is this actually going to be a good song? And they did it. And I mean, even her colleagues were like, yeah, this is catchy. I love it. And she did it anyway. She made the song, and she teamed up, as we know, with Bruno Mars. But basically, how you play APTs, the song that's based off the Dream Game, how you play, is basically you get in a circle with your friends, you chant, you start the game off with, let's say, Rosé, she'll go, yeah, Rosie's favorite game, game start. And you chant apartment, APT, and you would do this. APT, 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 APT. And for people that weren't watching, I just realized I'm like moving my hands on top of each other. And basically you would stack your hands in the middle within a circle, and then the person whose apartment it is or hosting the game, they would call out a number. So let's say, for example, 5. Person who has their hand at the bottom will put it at the top. Go 1. Person who has it, and then they'll go again from the bottom. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then whoever lands on the 5th floor on 5th hand has to take a shot. And then it just keep going. And then you just keep going. APT, 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 APT. And then you just and you call a number and you go, let's say 6. And it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the 6th person who has the hand on the top takes a shot. And it just keeps going from there. So it's an interesting game. And I actually haven't played it yet after listening to this song. But I'll see. Maybe I can try and, force my friends to play it. If not, to get them drinking alcohol, maybe everyone just do milk or apple juice. I don't know. I'll get them in. And they might want to do it. They might not. We'll see. But it's an interesting game, and that's what the song's based off of. So it's a Korean game based in it's in Korea, and that's why I've never heard of it, because it's a Korean game. But yeah, now let's go into sort of a breakdown about the song. So at the start of the song, it's introduced by Rose, and it's singing the chorus, which is APT, 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 and that's sort of the chorus of the song. And then the first verse, again, Rose is singing it, and she goes, kissy face, send to your phone, I want to kiss your lips for real. And I guess in that sense, Rose is trying to emphasize the sort of, she's trying to, I guess, doing casual flirtation with the person she might be talking to. Whether it's Bruno Mars, I don't know if that's the case, or just anyone. And then she wants to be closer to this person while she's talking to them. Because then she continues to say, red hearts, that's what I want. Come give me something that I can feel. And I guess it's sort of Rose expressing a desire to show the reciprocation of love and hopes that she hopefully will receive from that person that she's talking to. And then the pre-chorus, Rose sings, don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Sleep tomorrow, but tonight go crazy. All you got to do is just meet me at the... And then the chorus goes, APT, APT, because it means apartment. So meet me at the APT, 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 and it just keeps going on. And I guess that's sort of a playful way that sort of she's, to invite the person and sort of enjoy this moment with them, and that she hopes that meet them at the apartment, which is then repeated in the chorus, obviously. And then Bruno Mars comes in. And Bruno Mars begins the second verse where he goes, "It's whatever, it's whatever, it's whatever you like. Turn this upper turd to a club." Which I guess Mars is sort of reiterates as Rose's desire to relish in the moment. So that's why he's saying that stuff, and he's sort of relishing that we want to stay in this moment. And then he continues, goes, "I'm talking drinks, dance, smoke, freak, party all night. Gumbe, gumbe, girl, what's up?" And gumbe in Korean means cheers, which directly so in English, gumbe is a Korean word which translate into English as cheers, which sort of is a direct translation to sort of like maybe like empty glass, like empty glass. So I guess in a way it's sort of saying like bottoms up. And I guess it sort of adds to the sort of game about like how when you play APT, you drink your shot. So it's in relation to that. And then the song begins to close toward the bridge as Rose and Mars sing about inviting each other to tag along, saying, "Hey, now you know the game. Are you ready? Because I'm going to get you. Hold tight, I'm on my way." And I'm just singing it now. Yeah, I'm on my way. So it's like they're saying, she's on the way to the apartment. I'm on my way. Let's go. And so it's interesting, and it's just very catchy. Like, honestly, the lyrics, like, I had that, like, after listening to it for a lot, I had that in my head, like, stuck in my head. It was crazy. But no, it's a good song, and I thought I needed to definitely talk about it. So that's why I'm here. But yeah, in regards to the sort of songwriting process, as I said, it sort of started off as a joke, but then, they really got into it, and then they made the song. And there was a lot of positive feedback from the producers writing the song. And once they got Bruno Mars into it, Rose said that was like the final touch. She was so happy with the song and him being in it. And she learned a lot from him. Because as Rose sort of wanted, it was actually Bruno Mars that reached out to Rose and wanted to collaborate with each other. And then Rose really wanted to do the collab because she wanted to work with him, but also improve on her vocals and sort of be able to, sort of work on herself. But also she got to be able to share the APT with him and the Korean, it's her favorite Korean game, if I didn't say that already. But basically, in regards to the music arrangements, Bruno Mars was sort of the instrumental in crafting the music arrangements. He added the skillful blends of the instrumentals, which is including the guitar, the bass, the drums, and adding depth and richness to the track. Now, Rose benefited from Mars's vocal coaching, enhancing her performance with newfound skills and confidence. Because Bruno Mars sort of helped her, build up that confidence and sort of coach her. And it was new for her. This was sort of a new, she'd never done really sort of this type of stuff. And so it was a new experience for her. And she really enjoyed it. They both really enjoyed the experience at it, working together. It was a real blast for them. But yeah, as Rose said, she did a lot of interviews with this, and Hot Ones, she said that collaboration with Bruno Mars was like the big highlight for her. And she really appreciated him coming on the track and doing the song with her. It was sort of it was a highlight. She loved it. But yeah, so she signed on with Black Label in 2024 and released the number one, hit song APT, which had, again, Bruno Mars as a lead singer in it. And it topped the charts in numerous countries worldwide, including South Korea, Australia, and a couple more, and heaps more, like in the UK and US. Because it became the first song by a Korean female artist to reach the summit. And yeah, in the US and UK, Rose earned the first song by a Korean female soloist to enter the top 10. And the highest charting album by a Korean female soloist with Rose. That's insane. So she was the first one to be the top artist soloist with this song. That's just, if that doesn't say anything about this song, then I don't know what else to say. So yeah, they did a music video for this song, and the music video song was directed by Bruno Mars and Daniel Ramos. And they sort of wore it was sort of a garage band theme with black leather jackets. It was sort of that sort of punky stuff. And it was sort of just like I don't know how to say it. But it was cool looking. And it was actually the fastest K-pop video to reach 500 million views on YouTube. How insane is that? So it was, it got its love. It was appreciated. People loved it. I love it. And yeah, it's great. And according to Forbes, from articles, it was the most acclaimed K-pop song of 2024. And it was highly praised for the energy and vocal harmony. And Billboard recognized it as a fun, catchy pop track, which I agree. So all round, people love this song, and for what it is a really good song. If you haven't for some reason not heard this song, I full-heartedly recommend that you listen to it because it's a good song. So I'm just going to say, honestly, Rose and Bruno, you've done good. You've done really good. Good song all round, just generally good. I mean, Bruno Mars, I don't know Rose. I'm going to have to listen to more of her songs. I haven't actually yet. I should listen to more of her songs. But Bruno's he's always great. He always does great songs. Anyway, this has been the episode on APT by Rose and Bruno. I hope you all enjoyed me listening to this episode and listening to me explain, what this song's about. And I hope, now that you know a bit more about this song, you do go listen to it. But in the comments for the YouTube video or for Spotify, wherever you're listening to it, I want you to share your thoughts. What you think about this song, and maybe share what your favorite Bruno Mars song as well, because why not? But thank you all for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. So, yeah. Goodbye.